Hey guys, Ron Lyons here, and today I've got something to review that's really unique, something that I've got an awful lot of interest in. It's made by the Kodiak company, and it happens to be a 500 lumen light and a plasma lighter. And it's put together in this little clear plastic case that resembles the old school, like the lighters that, you know, we used to use back in the day, like a Zippo or something like that. And let me just kind of show you very quickly, just standing here holding this thing. It's pretty light. That couldn't be more than a couple of ounces. And it's 2 inches by 3 inches. So that's essentially business card size. It's got this little wire deal on the side that literally goes up and hooks over the little button that would then spring release the lid. Okay, now your charger happens to be right back here on the back side. This is rechargeable, which makes it absolutely amazing. And the light control switch is down on the side right here, and then you've got this little LED panel in front. So they say this thing takes about an hour and a half to charge, and then on full brightness it's going to run for about 30 minutes, and on low brightness you're going to get about almost 2 hours out of it, they say. And then of course you've got an emergency feature on the light as well, where it's just kind of a strobe effect. So unfortunately, one of the negatives that I see about this already, just in kind of goofing around with it, and I did charge this up, is that you have to scroll through each of the different light features. So you've got to go from high to low to strobe back to high. And so if you turn it off and come back to it sometime later, and the last time you used it was on high, it's automatically going to default to low the next time. So you have to scroll through wherever you left off each time. So instead of it defaulting to high and then letting you manually go to either low or strobe, it's just going to pick up where you left off. So let me just kind of show that to you real quick. I'm going to close that lid back down. There's a button right there on the side. I'm going to press that button, give you an idea. So the last time I used this, obviously I had it on low, and that's what I'm talking about. So this time I turn it on and it goes to strobe. Now the next time I turn this on right now, it should go on high. So there's high, and we'll take this thing out in the dark and see just exactly how good this thing works. Wow, that's blinding. Okay, so that is high. Now let's put it on, there's low. That's supposed to be about 60 lumens. And something that's really cool about this is how it glows all the way around that clear case. That's just super awesome. And yes, it does get a little bit warm on the front as you use this. Turn it off. One more click's gonna take us back to strobe. And there's just no way around getting through that. That's just the way that's gonna work. Okay, now let's go ahead and pop open that little lid there. Hit that little side. And then what you have is a little green button right up here on top. And it doesn't, if you just push that button, it doesn't automatically come on, okay? You have to click that button twice, and that flashes a little blue LED inside to let you know that it is now off of safe. Now if I hold that button down 3 seconds, there you go, you've got your plasma, okay? Now I can also put it back in lock mode, or it will default back to lock mode in 30 seconds. So you don't have an awful lot of concern with this thing going off when it's not supposed to. You have not only the side latch, but you've got the internal lock where you've got to actually press that button down twice just to unlock it internally to allow the plasma lighter portion to work. Now, the lighter and the actual light, the 500 lumen, I should say, high side of the light, work independently of each other. So you don't have to worry about having the lighter portion off of safety in order to get this portion to work. They work independently of each other, so you don't have to worry about that. So let's take this out there. I'm not gonna take this out there and bang it around. I should say this, it is also water resistant, okay? IPS 4, I believe, is the water resistance on this thing. It's got a little place for a lanyard or something on this side. And as I said earlier, right inside the lid, just right back here, is where you can plug in and recharge this thing. So no fuel, that's awesome. Lightweight, feels pretty well made, feels pretty durable. So we're gonna take it out tonight and see how this thing does in the dark. And we may even try to start a fire or something, who knows? I don't know. We've got a plasma lighter, we're on a ranch, why not? Let's burn some stuff, right? Anyways, guys, let's take it out tonight. I'll be back, let's see how it does. Okay, I'm out here, and as you can see, it's pretty dark. We've got a street light on out there. And I've got the Kodiak in my hand right now, and I'm gonna just see what we can light up here. Yeah, it's been storming out here, so it's a great night for this. We can test the Kodiak, make sure that it is actually waterproof. So, all right, here goes the, there's the light right there. You're seeing the back of it. There's the front. That makes it look like I'm wearing nail polish. It's interesting. Okay, that's got a really, really good amount of light. I'm gonna push the button again. It goes off. Next one goes on low. Okay, I'm gonna click that button, turn it off again. Now the next time it should go on strobe. Okay, and there's strobe. Pretty bright. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. Okay, and the next time should go back on bright. That puts out a really, really good beam. There's the back of it. Front. And then there's the kind of light you can see what we're dealing with there. It's more than enough to light up that little shed right there. You know, it's putting out some really, really good light. Okay, let's see how that shed lights up on low. Switch it off. There's low. Still not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Pretty impressive. Off. There's the strobe effect. Okay, we're gonna walk out here. I'm gonna hit the Kodiak light on high right there. Okay, that tree right there is a good 15 feet away. And this is all with the Kodiak light. Really, really impressive. Okay, turn it off. Then we'll go to the low beam, the low light. And as you can see, you can't see that tree nearly as good from 15 feet away there. It's still more than good enough to use as like a walking light. Perfectly good for that. You could work with this for some time. Turn that off. Then there's the strobe. That's pretty powerful strobe. And then back to the bright. Let's just see how this thing does as we wander back here through some of this wooded area. Yeah, more than enough. More than enough light. Very, very good. All right, guys, let's take this little Kodiak lighter slash light and give the plasma lighter portion a try. I'm gonna flip that little lid up, and then what you're supposed to do is push this little green button right there twice, real fast, and then there's a little LED light in there that I'll see light up when that's unlocked, when the lighter portion is unlocked. So 1, 2. Okay, that appears to be done. Now that I'm gonna push down this button and hold it for 3 seconds. There it goes, just like that. And we're gonna put this in here. See if we can actually, okay, 7 seconds, it's back off. Hold it down for 3 seconds. And we're back on. Okay. Very good. It's windproof. Definitely putting out the plasma fire, the plasma arc there. Okay. Let's see if we can. There it is, fired up again. If you can see that or not, but it is absolutely lighting that wood on fire there. Okay. We'll let that go out. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the light out here in the daylight as well. So remember how this thing works. However I left it last, it's gonna default to the very next setting. So let's see how that is. All right, that's 1 off. There's the strobe. So that was the low setting first. And then next should be the high setting. So let me turn that off. And then one more time, and there's the high setting. All right, now then, let's talk about this thing and give you my kind of final thoughts on this. I really, really like it. I mean, for a way to have a lighter slash emergency light that fits in your pocket, that's IPS4 rated, weather resistant, I think it's good. And here's the really, really cool thing about this. You can get this from Kodiak for less than $15. That's right. You don't usually find something that's what I would call really, really decent, economy-based survival gear for under 15 bucks. It's gonna work this well for you. It's got a lot of little safety features on it. It's got the lanyard deal, kicks out an awful lot of light, recharges in about an hour and a half. And I've dropped it a couple of times. I have to admit, I've been goofing around with it out on the ranch and definitely dropped it a couple of times. And guess what? Not a scratch. So anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap up this review of the Kodiak, the little 500 lumen task light slash plasma lighter. I think it's awesome. Oh, by the way, I think Tractor Supply carries these as well, so you may be able to find this on the Tractor Supply website. So that's gonna wrap this up. If you will, go to tacticalredneck.com and just kind of get immersed in that little world right there. We've written some articles recently on tactical boots and stuff like that that are about to be published in a national publication. I think that's going to be amazing. So if you guys have any suggestions, things you want us to talk about, things you'd like for us to feature, especially when it comes to kind of more the blue collar man, the affordable gear, survival, tactical, all the above. I'm an old law enforcement officer and I love all of this stuff. So just make a comment down below. Go join the website, hop into that nice little world that we're creating out there, and whatever you do, join us on the next video. Until then, stay safe, guys, and God bless.